Plovdiv from Sofia.
In November, we went on a trip
To Europe! Ireland for the tiniest amount of time imaginable. Then we were in Romania, and from there we went to Bulgaria, Athens, and then Turkey.
This video, though, is going to be about Bulgaria,
Yeah.
which probably my favorite country in Europe.
It's going to be about Plovdiv.
Very intriguing. Plovdiv is going to be the 2019 cultural capital of Europe. I would kind of equate it to Prague in that it has a lot of cool ancient things to see, except if Prague had no tourists. You should definitely go there before the rest of the world discovers that Plovdiv is incredible, and then they ruin it.
You never get that feeling of being overcrowded.
Absolutely not. We did go in the winter as well, or November.
A bit off-season, yeah.
But on top of that, Bulgaria is definitely not on a lot of people's travel radar. It's not Paris, it's not Prague, which makes it amazing, right?
Yeah, and it's really not as cold as I thought it would be. Like, looking at the weather ahead of time, we had our big winter jackets, we were prepared for it really cold, and then...
It's fairly warm.
Yeah.
It's worse weather.
I don't know if that's good luck or the norm, but...
I don't know if it's just because we're Canadian too, but
It's a factor.
it was like 10 degrees Celsius.
It's a great city just to walk around in.
Yeah, we just walked. A lot of the streets are completely pedestrian.
And there's just things to see everywhere.
We walked from the train station to our hostel in the old section of town. An easy, maybe 20-minute walk. Really interesting walk. A lot of places where you can hike, just walk 20 minutes from your hostel or 15 minutes from your hostel and hike up a mountain and be the only people there. Just amazing.
Plovdiv is super beautiful. Everywhere you go, there's something really amazing to find.
You can't turn a direction without it being, oh yeah, this is amazing.
Blocking the cool street there. Whoa, look at that. Sorry? Oh, potato pie thing looks good. Where's that going? Hey, look it. We found a fortress on a hill. City has 3 main mountains, I think, and I believe we walked to the top of all 3 now. Over in the distance there. Right over there, you can see the Roman ruins we were at earlier this morning. And this one has a really cool 16th century clock tower.
Plovdiv is incredible for a few different reasons. We compare it to places like Athens or Rome, and you have all these incredible ancient ruins. Unlike when we went to Athens, you can just walk around and climb all over ancient Roman ruins.
Free access.
Yeah. Not that we wanted to climb all over Roman ruins.
Yeah.
You do that in Athens, people go blow whistles in your face, scream at you.
I'm proud to say that we never had a whistle blown on us.
No. Plovdiv is also one of the oldest continually inhabited cities in the entire world, which is really neat. So it has a lot of history to be explored. We walked by a jewelry store that was displaying their jewelry on an old section of like Roman wall.
Yeah, it's just popping up in the basements.
Popping off in the middle of the city.
Ancient ruins popping off all over
Popping
the city.
off. But they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Our hostel in the breakfast room had just sections of Roman wall in the corner. We just had breakfast with some Roman wall.
Oh, yeah.
And a bunch of store owners in the main strip of Plovdiv had found ancient seats in their basement, and they uncovered part of it and found out it was a giant old Roman Colosseum. that's definitely one of the appeals.
Yeah, just the juxtaposition. You'll just be on like a unassuming corner. There's a bus stop. You're walking around, and then to your right, here are some ancient pillars from Rome from like the 2nd century. Just like completely out. Like there's no wall. There's no sign. There's just there's some ancient pillars.
What do you think of the random columns just hanging around? It's just, hello, Rome. Oh, hey there, Rome. Oh, yeah, over there's some more Rome. Yeah. It seems wrong.
You walk through a courtyard and look down. Oh, look, Roman ruins.
And right in the buildings too, there'll be shops where there's like displays sitting on ancient pieces of Roman architecture.
For relatively cheap too, you can get into the other ancient ruins, and then there's no one else to compete to see the site with. Like we were in the ancient
had it all to
amphitheater
ourselves.
completely by ourselves, so you could just wander around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Testing, testing. This is what Plovdiv looks at night like at night. Yeah. Also, you should know before you go to Bulgaria that this means no. This means yes. Which is difficult if you don't know Bulgarian and you need to communicate, because you can't nod yes or no. You have to learn how to say da and yeah.
Da. We knew ahead of time that nodding your head is no and shaking your head is yes. And even with that knowledge under our belts, we still failed miserably. Because it's just so ingrained in you.
You definitely rely on gestures for communication. You definitely do. And I went to order coffee at the train station. We were taking the train from Sofia to Plovdiv. And I asked the lady if I could buy 2 coffees, and she went, "Oh my God, what did I do to offend her?" She did mean mug me too.
Yeah, scowling means yes as well, apparently.
Yeah. Although that being said, everybody in Bulgaria was
super
really
nice,
friendly.
super friendly.
We had a really friendly conversation with a lady that had lived in Canada for a while on the train.
Yeah, chatted us up. Nice
Really
time.
nice. The train ride from Sofia to Plovdiv was incredible, regardless of what all of people think.
Yeah, that was weird. We read that, it's a boring train ride,
Yeah.
there's nothing to see, and the scenery was amazing.
Through the mountains, and
Really beautiful.
it's gorgeous. And also, train travel is really cheap. It's cheaper than bus travel.
Yeah.
And I would take it.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoyed the experience.
Also, the fresh air from the open window really helps. It's pretty hot on this train otherwise.
So the people are amazing. It's relatively cheap.
Oh, super cheap. Yeah, very affordable.
Definitely a culture shock if you can't communicate, and that's a plus.
Yeah.
I think.
The food is cheap and delicious.
The beer was fairly good.
Oh,
I think the best food I've ever eaten in my life.
What is it?
I don't know. It's got potatoes and goat cheese. Oh, those are literally my 2 favorite foods.
Mm-hmm.
And bread.
Super super delicious flaky cheese bread.
You can't say it in tongue.
Got right?
Oh, also, the street art in Plovdiv is incredible.
Amazing.
We encountered
Some really cool street art. And then there's a guy walking on the street art. Walking the art. Yeah, let's adventure. More cool street art. There's this guy. Whoa. Nightmare material. Sorcery.
We'll be doing a more in-depth travel series from this trip that we took. and we'll show you much more of Bulgaria and the other countries we visited as well.
It's just a little
Yeah,
taster
a
of
little
our
taster,
favorite.
Aryan teaser. Did you like it?
Peace out, house
Peace out, internet.
Use my mug. No, this is my mug.